You know, if you've ever seen the Black Mirror episode San Junipero, then you've seen the idea of a digital afterlife, right? This concept that your memory, your identity, your whole experience could be preserved somewhere beyond your body.
Yeah, and for most of us, that story felt pretty speculative, kind of emotional, and definitely very far away from our day-to-day reality.
But what if something that's, well, structurally similar already exists? Not as some sci-fi story, and not run by a big corporation, but just quietly assembled from one person's real, actual data. Now, this isn't immortality, and it's not a consciousness upload. It's something much stranger, and honestly, a lot more grounded. A digital twin, built entirely from lived evidence.
Okay, so that brings us to our first section, moving from fiction to reality. You see, science fiction has really trained us to think of these digital afterlives as destinations, like places you just wake up inside one day. But this project we're talking about, it isn't about waking up somewhere new. It's really about a fundamental realization that your life has already been recorded. It's all there, in tiny fragments, in timestamps, and in all these background systems you probably never even think about. I mean, think about it. It's everything from your photos that are stamped with GPS coordinates to the health sensors on your watch that are logging data continuously. It's in your calendar, your file structures, even the weird ways you name folders on your computer. It's all part of the record.
Which brings us to our second point, and it's a big one: the sheer scale of you. At the heart of a digital twin like this is a volume of data that is, well, it's pretty hard to wrap your head around.
So just to put it in perspective, for one single person, this archive has over 42 million rows of health data, and that's from a fitness tracker alone.
And it doesn't stop there. It also holds this incredibly detailed map of your digital curiosity. We're talking a log of almost 84,000 browser visits.
Or how about this? It can capture how your interests and even your moods have shifted over time, just by looking at the more than 3,000 videos you've saved into personal playlists.
But it's not just about the raw numbers. The variety is what's truly staggering. The archive tracks everything from your physical activity and heart rate all the way to your sleep patterns, your stress levels, and even your oxygen saturation.
And here's the key thing to remember. None of this data is neatly curated for storytelling. It's not optimized to make you feel nostalgic. It's messy, it's redundant, and sometimes it's just plain contradictory. And that, believe it or not, brings us to section 3, finding meaning in all that mess. Because it turns out that mess is exactly where the real insights are hiding. In stories, right, contradictions usually hint at alternate timelines, but here they have a totally different job. Discrepancies in the archive aren't errors that you need to fix. They're what are called nexus points. These are moments where different data sources disagree or overlap or just go in different directions, and in doing so, they reveal forgotten habits and possibilities you never realized. And hey, this isn't just us getting poetic about it. The source material shows this is a core principle of the whole system. It's actually designed to flag these moments as, and I'm quoting here, a valid variant branch that the user may choose to follow. So, here's the crucial point. This isn't about trying to correct the past, to find the one true story. It's all about exploring what could have reasonably happened based on all the evidence you actually have. All of this really builds toward the ultimate purpose, which is our final section, creating a private living archive that's built for self-reflection. And the key word there really is private. This system isn't designed for an audience.
But that brings up a really good question. I mean, why is it so hard for us to look at our own data over the long term? There's a reason most people never really do it.
Well, it's because the raw data challenges the nice, comfortable stories we tell about ourselves. You know, our memory smooths things out. Data doesn't. A digital twin won't accuse you of anything, but it will absolutely outlast your excuses.
And this is the critical distinction. This is not a social score. There's no audience, there are no likes, no karma, no algorithm trying to nudge your behavior one way or another. It's a private system, and it's built for understanding, not for judgment. And that difference, right there, changes everything.
So ultimately, this whole idea of a digital twin isn't about trying to live forever. It's really about seeing yourself more clearly while you still can.
So in the end, we're not left with a digital afterlife. We're left with something I think far more interesting: a living archive.